There we go. Now the microphone's on. And I'm going to point you here for a second if I can without making anybody dizzy. Do you not see over there? I'll tilt you a little bit. Do you not see? Do you not see the leaves going? They're changing. So we are witnessing the change of leaves behind me, which is what I wanted you all to experience. You can see they're thin from the last time we came in, right? They're even thinner. I have my tea, I have my pattern I'm working on. And every day or every once in a while, right, there's a need. And it's been one of them days, I swear. I thought I got my cup secure. No, that would have been nice, right? Anyway, brought a chocolate chip cookie. It was one of them days. It was one of them days where it was like, okay, all over the cup. I thought I had the lid on right. Apparently I didn't. Oh, well, it's just tea. It will work. But I brought a chocolate chip cookie. We keep chocolate chip cookies in the freezer. And then if, you need a cookie, you're less tempted to go if it's cold. And I like dipping chocolate chip cookies in milk. But hi, Shane girl. Hopefully I said that right. Welcome on in. Or is it Shaggy? Is it Shaggy girl? I am, but they will have to understand I can be a little bit with the dyslexia. I try very hard to read names, but sometimes it doesn't always come out. If you all want to drop #blessed in the chat, please do. You have to get out that something, because that will go ahead and get your chat in the. I'll take this lid off right now. It'll get your channel in the chat so we can crochet that connection, guys. That's what it's all about. We're gonna really, excuse me. We're gonna spend this month. Hey, Mrs. Host, Generous Crochet, massive shout out. Everybody else is in the chat box below. That's awesome. We really are going to spend this month, guys. I want you all to think about it. We're watching the fall leaves, like I said before, turn. The trees have gotten thinner behind me, the wonderful fountain here, but the leaves are turning. The leaves are turning over there. Fall is coming. Put out the video for Blessed to Crochet because we're participating in the Fall Fest. So fall is on its way. So we're going to spend the month through September till I can't be out here, till it gets too cold. I want you all to start really building your communities before the winter sets in, because that's when people can't get out as much. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's snow, it's cold. And so this is the time for everybody to build those communities up. So that's why we're sitting out here. I need to get this crochet project done as well. Hey there, sissy. Do you not see the fall leaves? And I showed everybody earlier. Do you not see? They're turning there. So we are going to sit out here and have everybody have the opportunity to watch fall happen behind us, crochet that connection, for we're in the house for a certain length of time. I'm gonna have to drink my tea and because the bugs think it's nice, and my lid needs to be washed out more before I use it. I'm going to turn off this light for a little bit. We don't need it, and it's attracting the bugs, so we're going to turn it off until we need it. Anyway, hi Kendi K, how you doing? Welcome on in. Put in hashtag blessed if you're coming in the chat so that you can be able to crochet that connection and so forth. Welcome on in. We're just sitting here. I'm going to have a chocolate chip cookie because it's one of them days. It's one of them days. Hi, Kathy. Welcome on in. Aloha. We are having the fall leaves behind us, if you can't see. And it's beautiful. But again, hashtag blessed. You guys can drop your links. And then that way you can start crocheting that connection to your channel. Got the tea going. I got a little further in the blanket because I needed to. Because it gets a little complicated where I'm at. And there's some awesome channels in the chat, guys. No, I'm having a chocolate chip cookie and a cup of tea. It was one of them days. But there's a lot of, hi, Real Odds and Evens. There's a lot of amazing channels in here that you all can connect with. It was just a chocolate chip cookie and a cup of tea kind of day before I get started with the crochet. Well, if you haven't checked out Kendi K's channel, awesome channel. I love the way she does the shop talk, really great. And so go check her channel out. Again, hashtag blessed for anybody that wants to put their link in the chat so you guys can connect. You know what I do? I get them from Sam's Club and I put them in the freezer. Hi, Mandy. How you? Welcome on in. I put them in the freezer. This way, they're a lot harder. Takes a while to unthaw if I really want a cookie. And then if I'm having my tea and I feel like it's one of them days, right, I can have a cookie. But guys, the fall leaves, oh my goodness. And we're trying to get to 2K by the end of the year. So anybody that can help us with that, that's awesome. Also, we put out the video with the about Fall Fest. So if anybody can go in and wants to hype that video for us, that would be great. I think it's got like 60,000 already hype points to it. And we're going to be doing one for Blessings Through Connection, getting that one out. So that is another great way over the fall to grow your channel too as well and participate with Gail and Gail's Southern Living. If you put them in the freezer, they're not so hard. Fall Fest 25. What happens with that is the bugs must really like my tea too. It's awful sweet, right? What happens with that is channels come and they decide they want to participate. So they do a video. Gail sends the rules. In the video is her email address. She's an awesome lady. She sends the rules. You take a 6-minute video. You do it exactly however you want, right? You say the rules. You can be in a costume. You can have a scenery behind you. We're going to do this one for, what is it? I can't think what it is. We'll do this scene behind us for Blessed to Crochet. And we're going to go to Mount G's for Blessings Through Connection. And so Christina's going to do one. We're going to film that tomorrow for her channel, Chrissy's Cosplay Wardrobe. So if you read the rules, there's like 12 rules. You make a video about 5 to 6 minutes long. You put it on your channel. You put hashtag FallFest25. Tag Gail in it. She'll put it on her channel. And there's probably about 25 channels participating. everybody they don't have to do a semifinals prize. We are. They do a semifinalist prize and then a grand prize. And every channel picks who it is, right? That is, I'm trying to remember from last year. Everyone picks a semifinalist, and then everyone picks a grand prize winner. That grand prize winner goes over to, was that how it worked? No, the semifinalist goes over, I think, I can't remember totally. They're the semifinalist or the semifinalist goes over, you pick a semifinalist, and then you send a grand prize winner over. I have to look at it again. But then she gets I think she gets a semifinalist winner. Then all of those winners go on a wheel, and that one person is going to win all the prizes from how many channels are participating. Right now there's 25 channels. So the more channels we have, the more people will do. Sometimes they'll do homemade stuff or cookbooks or gift cards or Venmo money or whatever it is. But it's a great way because then all of those channels are sharing those videos on their timeline. And then everybody is going to Gail's one and going in there and making comments. I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, that video reached over 200 views. If I'm not making like 203. Well, it depends. Every channel does its own little prize. Like we're going to do for the semifinalists, we're going to do a 2 soap caddies and a $5 gift card to Hobby Lobby. I'm not going to tell you what the grand prize winner is. It's not a lot because I have to do it for all 3 channels. I'm going to do Christina's. But every channel picks whatever prize they want to give away. So they can choose. They can make it a $25 Amazon gift card. But then all the semifinalists, I think, go over to Gail's channel, go on the wheel. She spins that, and one winner wins all the prizes from all the channels. Last year I won something. Christina won something. And if you participate, you can still enter um, in the videos. So we picked up people that came to our channel and subscribed that way. And it's great because we're supporting each other. So it's a great way to grow, your community base. So if there's 25 people, 25 channels, everybody has to do at least a grand prize. There's 25 different grand prizes that one winner is going to get. So I'm excited. I have to do my video this week. I was supposed to be much more ahead of the game. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. But I'm kind of glad because I can sit here with the fall leaves behind me and get a really good shot in the video. So I've been kind of waiting a little bit. I saw the fall leaves turning. I made kidney beans with chicken and you forgot the tomatoes. Was it good though? It sounds good. My cookie's falling apart. All right. Also at Sam's Club, they have like, oh, I'm talking to this. You're fine, hon. No worries. At Sam's Club, I was afraid to try it. Sam's Club too, they have like the pre-made like cookie dough. I've taken that and taken it out and made all the scoops and frozen those individually. And then that way we could pull out a couple cookies and make them in the oven, and that works out good too. I don't always need a cookie. I have my tea, but it's just one of them days. We went and saw the Clydesdales, and they were beautiful, but walking we had to do. Oh, I'm still sore from the walking. My sciatic nerve is just not where I want it to be at all. So this is kind of where I am. This is a blanket I'm doing for horses, not horses in the handicap, guys. Ooh. For cruise hands for cruising. I'm doing this blanket to donate to their auction that they're going to be doing. And again, type in hashtag blessed, and you guys can put your channel information so people can connect with you. This is going to be a lighthouse. I will put the description for the pattern in the um, in the link. I get it on ST through Glypherly Crocheted. So I worked on it a little bit because this part, before I kind of had to get to the change I was going to have to do of yarn, it was going to be a little complicated. And I knew I was going to have to focus. So I decided let's not let's let me try to do live while I'm trying to figure this out. But helping hands for cruising helps people that can't go on trips. Maybe they're veterans or they're special need family or they're disabled or something like that, and they um, need to go. They want to go on. Somebody nominates them to go on a cruise, and this nonprofit helps them with that. So I'm doing that. It's challenging, but actually, I have done this pattern already. I did it through. I did my husband. If you look up Lighthouse Blanket through a Lighthouse Blanket through the Blessed to Crochet. If you put Lighthouse Blanket Blessed to Crochet, it'll come up. And I did one like this for my husband. That one, this one will be easy to make the changeover. That one was difficult. That one I have to say was, I thought to myself, oh my goodness. Because I was trying to replicate the St. Augustine Lighthouse. So I had several different things actually coming in. It was, that one I never would have been able to do live because I was having to focus so much on the changes, and I will never do that blanket again. That Pacific one. That one was one of a kind because I wanted it to be one of a kind. But the problem is with this one is that this next row I'm on, you're stepping into what's going to be the bridge between the navy blue waves and the start of the lighthouse, which is all this color. And so that's the sea blue color. So that's kind of, that's going to be the iffy part. But I just thought, I was trying to get out here, and then we had to come home and I had to have dinner. Something in my stomach besides just cookies and tea. I'm almost done with my tea. I haven't had it for a couple days. I was having tea withdrawals. I cannot believe that it's going to be my daughter's birthday is next month, or next week, not next month. It's like, where did the time go? Good tea. Delicious. Had my tea. Now I can try to figure this thing out. Now I cannot show the pattern because the pattern's not mine. It is through, like I said, Skillfully Crochet. Now I tend to crochet loosely. So it says to use, I think, a 5 or a 5.0 hook. I use a 4.5 because I will crochet really big. And I found out the need to go down on the hook size. So now see, I've stopped here. Okay. These are the blankets that I love to do. The ones with the bobble stitches where you're doing shapes and you're able to put ones in. I never have to worry about me. I don't know what it is about me when I do single crochet, but the single crochet takes me out like this. Don't care what I do, it goes. Whoop. These ones I stay on track. See to see, I stay on track. I'm crocheting a hoop to catch the thing that holds my overall up. The metal part broke. Oh well, the thing that holds. Okay, that should be interesting. You would have to send me a picture so I could see what. See, I can't envision it in my head. That sounds interesting. These are my thing is I love blankets. We do our soap caddies. I love my blankets, and but what I'm trying to do is get to the position of being able to do our own patterns like this. See, they come on pages. I can't show much of it because it's and I have to sit and try to figure out how to do it. I have to look at it. Okay, right there. So no, give me a get off me, Mr. Buggy. Okay, so there's 10 in. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need that navy all the way through. Is for navy. I have to look at this to see. Yes, that's navy there. The rest is navy. So I need the navy. Hi, short chick. You know, it was funny the other day. Guys, when I was at the Clydesdale thing, I could not, there were so many people. I never expected that many people. And I couldn't see what I was doing. I'm telling you, I get so many compliments when people said, you had the right idea because I had the stick thing up in the air. I said, I don't know what I'm catching. I don't know if I'm catching anything. Because I literally did not think it was going to be that many people, right? And so I'm standing right by somebody, and you came in, and I said, hi, short chick. And there was somebody in front of me. She looked over at me like this look, and I said, oh, I don't mean you. We started laughing about it. It was too funny. I said, no, I'm not talking about you. I said, somebody that just came in my chat. It was so funny. So this is going to be a little complicated for a few minutes. Once I get past this, the rest will be easy. I won't need this color again. It was funny. So many people. I didn't expect it. And we were running behind. 8, 9. Okay, 9. The most part, it's not that hard to figure out for the most part, but I'm supposed to go on a live with Alfonso tonight, and I don't know if I'm going to be up to it. I may have I told him I could, and I was feeling pretty good earlier, but I am tired. I'm more sore than tired. Tell you that right now. So now I've made the transition. I think this is all supposed to be one color, but that's not this girl. I didn't want it all one color. I'll show you in a second, y'all. I gotta get it sorted in a minute here. Okay, this is now, I'm purposely kind of leaving the strings because I'm gonna, well, no, I won't be tying, nope, that string is over there, so I guess I should. Hold on a second. Oh, I can just plug it through. I'll have to plug it through in a minute. It'll be easier to plug it through and, well, hold on a second. This part's going to be hard. But we'll be here. That's for sure. I'm not going anywhere for a while. What? No. Are you looking for an address? No, I'm not deaf. I think they may be looking for our next door neighbor. That's what I was trying to ask, but yeah. Okay, let me try to tie this in. I was trying to ask them. There they go. Our next door neighbors are deaf. So I thought they were actually looking for them, but no, we have neighbors that are deaf, so they were asking me if I was. He was trying to sign to me, unfortunately, and so that's why I thought when he said it, I'm like, I probably know exactly where they're trying to go, but I think they found it. They were going to pull up to the house that I knew what they were looking for, so. All right. So people can see. Can I get to this part? There's a lot of yarn coming out of this blanket right now. I thought I probably know who they're looking for, but if they've never been here before, that sometimes our neighborhood can be a little confusing. Okay, so I'll show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so now you can see this is still the part of the waves. So we've got this part that's going to go up for the rest of the blanket, and here's the waves. So once I get done with the waves, then I'll be changing solidly over to this color. But it's a little it's not hard to understand. It's just kind of like, okay, you have to kind of gets a little bit you have to pay attention. So I thought I can kind of handle this part, but if you realize I've got one yarn hanging out of here, this one from the previous down here, so this many, and then one on the end, and now this one. I think I've got 5 coming out at once. So say 9. I don't think I could have done this when I first started these. I didn't think I could do them, but once you get the hang of them, they're not that hard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got to go in and make the clams and linguine because that's what Christina wants tomorrow, because we're kind of she's going to have a celebration on Sunday with us, and then she's going to have a party on Friday. And how many in the chat are Downton Abbey fans? If you're Downton Abbey fans, we're going to go see Downton Abbey on, what day is it? I can't think what it is now. On Thursday. So excited. So excited. And sad because I don't want to lose Downton Abbey. So, and then I have, let's see, over here, 80. Okay. So, hashtag blessed, Kathy. Hashtag blessed. If you want to drop your channel so people can connect with you. But absolutely, I'm excited. I don't know how many people are Downton Abbey fans, but it was so funny with my daughter, Downton Abbey, because we were, I tried to get her to watch Downton Abbey, and she just didn't want to watch it. And I don't know what it was. She was like, no, I don't want to watch it. And then the second movie came out, and her dad and I were going to see it in the movie theater because I wanted to see it in the movie theater, right? And it's getting a little chilly for me. I think it's because I'm hurting. Of course, this makes it look like I have no hair whatsoever, but I do. It's just, I'm getting a little chilled. It's the wind. And so, anyway, she didn't want to watch it that whole entire time. And then we were going to go to the movie theater. And I think she wanted to go just for the popcorn. And so we went off to the movie theater, and it was like we had to come back home and binge watch Downton Abbey. And so I was like, I said to her, Christina, the last Downton Abbey is up. Do you want to go for your birthday and it could be a part of your birthday present? She goes, yes. So her birthday is the 19th. And then, yes, it is. And so we're going to go see Downton Abbey in the movie theaters on the 18th. I have 80 stitches to count. You know what? I did this hat. I did little bobble stitches on here. You can see it. I did this hat because I'd had a hat that I had gotten in Indiana that I loved, and it got lost during one winter, and I desperately needed a hat, and I thought, I'm not going out buying a hat. I've got yarn. I can make it myself. And I loved this, the color choice. The only problem is that I don't do hats very well. I tend to make them way too big. I don't know what it is. I said I'm using a 4.5 for a pattern that calls for a 5.5. So I just tend to crochet big. So I'll go back and count in a minute, because I don't know what number I'm at now. But I probably have about 5 different yarns coming from this blanket at once. When I did my husband's lighthouse, oh my goodness, that was something. But I'm supposed to go on with Alfonso later, but I'm just too tired. I hurt too bad. So I'm going to go in the house. I'll let him know, and then I'm going to have a shower and just rest. And one of our neighbors, not the people that are deaf, but another set of neighbors down the road, lovingly offered to take Mocha out for a walk. I was so thankful, because Josh can walk, but he has assistance with a walker. My mother's older, and Mocha needs somebody that can really walk her. and we've got some sniff spot credits we got to go use, but they've offered to come take her for a walk. They have 2 big dogs, and they are literally out walking and running every little bit. And so my daughter said, why don't you come on Sunday when I come? I'll go with her and Mocha, and we'll go for a walk together, so that we're just not handing her off to somebody, and she's not going to handle that well. So hopefully they can bond a relationship, because she will literally, she said she'll come over and take her for a walk, which was so wonderful. She has several dogs. One, I think that if they did it in a pack setting, Mocha would be fine. I think if they came by and got her, I think the one would be. The other one wouldn't handle it well, but the one I think would. If they did it in a pack setting, I think she'd be fine. So let's see where we're at. I don't know where we're at. I've lost count. 80 some odd stitches ago, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rudy, if you're listening, this is for you. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 7, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. I started one for my daughter. Remember 72, guys. My world has been a whirlwind, but be right back. I speak at a church tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome. I know what having a life with a whirlwind can be, for sure. 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Now we should be able to do, I think there's 6. 6, 6, 6. No, there's 7. There's 7. Oh, there's 7 little bubbles. Bubble, bubble, bubble. There's leaves turning over there. I hope I can keep a live going tomorrow where we come into the go to church, because I'm sure the fall leaves will be amazing on the way. I never get tired. My husband will just say, he'll laugh at me, and I'm like, you don't understand. Seeing the fall leaves turn is like I'm a kid in a candy store. But it's sure a beautiful night. I thought it was going to rain. I thought it is going to rain. Josh thought it was too. We went to the grocery. If you're a Sam's Club person, they have this amazing salad they got in. It's honey balsamic vinaigrette. Balsamic vinaigrette salad. They said it's temporary for because they're out of something or other. But man, is it good! It's apple, feta, greens in it, carrots. Oh, these croutons in it. Absolutely delicious. Honey balsamic vinaigrette. It's not a heavy balsamic vinaigrette dressing. It's an absolutely delicious dressing. Absolutely delicious. I'll turn around. She could have gone all the way around. She would have gotten out of this way if she did that. On the ends, it's really easy because you start getting into a rhythm and you're like, okay, this row's that if that has there, and then this row's this. And then you kind of get into a rhythm of something. Now, last night I was tired, but I'm going to bed early. I could not fall asleep last night. It's like, nope, girl, you are not going to sleep. I tried though, but my body was not going to have it. That was for sure. So, look at the sunset with the fall leaves happening behind us, guys. Look at that starting to happen. Just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to do that because I want to put something together so that people can see the change of leaves. Now I got, look at this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I have to sit out here one day and just position the camera sideways in front of the fountain like this and remove myself from the thing so that I can use it for blessings through connection. That's for sure. It's a beautiful image before it gets too cold. I love everybody, but I'm not sitting out here. I may try, we'll have to see, but depending on what happens, if it's like a day where it starts snowing, I could sit out here for a few minutes and get something. We'll have to see. Have to see. I only got like 2 blessings through connection in today this week. A lot going on. Somebody's going racing, right? And two, I've kind of had to pay attention a little bit to the yarn. That I don't pick up everything. Hi LGG, how you doing? Do you not see? Fall leaves happening. Fall leaves are starting. Look at over here. Oh. I'll tilt it this way. You can even see it even more. Beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. We'll be participating in Fall Fest 25. So if anybody can hype that video, I would greatly appreciate it. Yes, we're working on this. This is the blanket we're doing for helping hands for cruising. And I've added a new color. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle to some degree because I've added this color to start the bottom. So the gorgeous colors, the sun's setting a little bit. I thought it was going to rain, but it's not. Had to put the hat on because the wind is going. Yep, we're doing this blanket. The blanket is getting auctioned for an event for a fundraiser from a channel called Helping Hands for Cruising. And they help people to go on cruises that otherwise could not. And so my dad got dementia. That's not something he would have been ever able to do because of that. So this blanket is in his memory for them. He loved lighthouses. And so because of that, we're doing a lighthouse blanket. If you go to Lighthouse Blanket by Blessed to Crochet, you'll see the one we're doing. Of course, that one is one of a kind. I did that for my husband and my husband's birthday a couple years ago. That one was done as a replica for the St. Augustine Lighthouse. So that one I'm not doing again. But once I get past this little hurdle, and I don't need the navy anymore, then I will be. Just working with the three colors until I get to the top. There's fall leaves turning that way. It's a beautiful night. That's for sure. And it's what time? 7:42. It's already starting to get dark. So certainly, I realized that tonight as I had to move the live a couple times because I knew I wasn't going to be home. Yes, it is very peaceful. We had to go to Sam's Club real quick. That's just never real quick. I'm going to tell you, we're going to a movie. We're going to go see Downton Abbey with my daughter on Thursday. We were there, and I thought, oh, the movie theater we're going to is a Fandango. I probably said it wrong. Movie theater. So why don't I look and if they had a gift card to get the tickets because we've already purchased the tickets. And so they had a gift card. It was a $50 gift card for like $45, which I thought was a pretty good deal because the tickets alone, not cheap. But that's part of her birthday present is to go see Downton Abbey in the movie theaters. And because it's the final one, it'd be so sad. Anyway, would you believe how complicated it was to use this dang on gift card? Josh was like, he was trying to be patient. He's like, I don't know about this. Because it was a gift card that you could use at several different places. But what you had to go through to get it was unbelievable. And it was unbelievable. But I'm looking forward to going to see the movie with her. Be nice to go see it. Because you have to see that, especially when it's going to be the last one in the movie theaters. Crazy thing I was telling everybody earlier with Downton Abbey is she wasn't too thrilled about. She didn't want to watch it. So Josh and I went to see the last movie that came out, and I think she was going to the movie theater for the popcorn. And then once she got to the movie theater and saw the second movie, she started binge watching the entire series. Had to see the first movie. It was like then she was interested in it. I mean, some of the things I didn't think were necessary in Downton Abbey, but overall, I thought it was a really good series. But I don't think it's going to be the same. Not without the grandmother. She was the pivotal in that whole thing. Was the grandmother? She reminded me a lot of my grandmother, and I think my great grandmother would have been like, because my great grandmother was Scottish. So was my grandmother. So I just think without her in it, I don't know if they could have continued on because it just, I don't know. It's going to be hard not to see her in it, and have her a part of such an iconic series because she had that dry sense of wit humor about her. She was just amazing. I, I do. This is going to be a mess for a little bit. It's going to be a mess. Just for a little bit. I'm going to turn on the light so I can see. It'll make all the bugs come, but oh well. I can only see a little bit while we're still can't see. I'm going to go in a little bit here. Because I'm just really comfortable. I'm tired. This sciatic nerve is just taking a lot out of me. It is just more than I really want to deal with. I just keep pressing forward. I'm a tough cookie. Excuse me, y'all. That's why I did the cookie earlier because I knew I was like, I need something so I can keep going. I'll have to go in. I've got to go take a picture of all the stuff for the clams and the guineas so that I can put that up on the channel so you guys can see that. Wrong thing. I've been binge watching Matlock. And he really had a good sense of humor when he got into that. Boy, it's funny. So I've been binge watching him lately. All right. Onward and upward. Let's see. You gotta pay attention to the directions and see what's gonna have me do. 17. Then am I doing the house? The house is gonna be blue. And then this is gonna be interesting, guys. I just didn't figure this out for a second. 17, this is going to be turquoise or the blue color. This should be blue. And I'm going to keep, I'll keep this blue because you're really kind of not doing that till that wave. That's blue. And we're going to do that blue here. So the rest of it stays blue. Okay. So 17 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, navy. Then I gotta go up to blue and then I gotta pull out another navy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. I may have to wait till I get back in the house to figure this one out. I have to go in the house and got some soap caddies I need to finish up. So I'm going to be doing that because those have got to be mailed out with a blanket next week. So I wonder if our light's going to come on our fountain tonight or not. That's there. But I got to continue moving that down. Uh-oh. Hold it, guys. Like I said, I'm trying to figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So at the 10, we've got to take the okay, so I'm going to put that up here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There is no other way to do that. To carry it. I gotta look at it though. That's gonna be fine. Because now I'm gonna count 1, 2, 17. So we got to push this one back. Oh, there was a bug. A bug. This is going to get real complicated in a minute. I said complicated. Okay. What am I doing next? Thank God for patterns, right? All right. I did it wrong. No, I did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, I gotta do 4. 4 bumpies. And then I gotta pull out another dark blue or light blue, sea blue in order to finish. All come together. I will be eventually down to just 3 colors, but right now it's going to be a little bit of something or other till I get them all done. And I'm probably going to end this live in a couple more minutes because I'm going to go in. I want to get comfy. Like I said, I've got some soap caddies to finish up. I probably am going to try to work on this a little bit because I'd like to get past this really comfortable part, well, not uncomfortable, but this little difficult part, because it's hard to do it on a live because it's so many different changes of things, and I'd like to just be at something that I'm not having to worry about changing colors, if that makes any sense. And I have to go in and make the clams and linguine for tomorrow, which I will be filming for you all. 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'm gonna be doing that. No, that one's already being used. Pulling out another one. I think we're up to 6 strands at this point for a little bit. Like I said, you could do all the pattern that I'm using. You could do all the colors the same. You know, the whole part inside the same. But I have chosen to be a little bit more difficult and make them so that it's not all the same. Because that's the way Mary rolls. I don't do it as status quo, I guess you could say. I want to make it a little bit more interesting. So if you wanted to, if you weren't so familiar with this pattern, you got it. You don't have to do it like this. You could do it so that there was just one color all the way through from the bottom to the top. I just chosen because I had the blue and I thought it would look nice to do this way. So I'm going to count over 9 and then I'm going to stop because then I've got to add another. And I didn't even bring it with me. I've got to add another blue. Temporary, but I don't have it with me, so I'm going to stop. Hi, Okies, how are you? I'm in the, I'm in a mess. So you wouldn't have to do it this specific way. And 2, now it's getting harder to see. The light's helping, but with its dark blue, it's kind of hard to see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm going to stop at this one because I do not have any more navy blue to proceed any further. And I need one more navy blue to finish. I don't think I need this navy blue that's over here, so I probably could use that one over there, but I will do that. It's too much to try to figure this section out. That's why I thought I've got to. I'm doing good. I'm hurting a little bit tonight, so but I'm hanging in there. So here's the blanket. I purposely did a little bit more because this was going to be a complicated part. Hi, Sandy. This was going to be a complicated part to do in here, especially where you can kind of see the change of color happening. Like right here, you can see I'm changing. This is the start of the lighthouse here. These are still the waves. This is part of the lighthouse. So because of that, it's a little bit complicated. Because see, I have navy blue from here, but I don't think I need that anymore. So I can get this one done and go to another one, and I have to see because I don't think I have much of that navy blue left. I think I used a majority of it. There's like this much left of it, of the original color, so that may not be enough to finish. And I won't want to start another one, so anyway, it's I have to go I have to go in the house and I have to walk that one till I finish. But so we're gonna I don't I know this isn't totally interesting to everybody, but I'm really trying to get everybody to understand the power of connection and really kind of getting yourself, having those connections as we're going into the fall. If you go back earlier, you can see the fall leaves are starting to happen behind us, which we're so excited about. And we probably have about another month before it's going to get too cold to really come out here. They said it's going to be a very cold winter. So it's going to be the time where we're going to need to bulk up a little bit. I don't know yet if I'm going to go live every day over at Blessings Through Connection. I thought about possibly thinking about doing that. That's going to kind of be we'll see whether I can. But that whole walking with, I mean, the thing is that the Clydesdale stopped. And Christina was by me. There were so many people. She was by me, and then she left. And the live was acting up, so I decided just to cancel that out. And I called my mom and I said, "Where's Christina?" And she said, "Well, she was here a minute ago. I don't know where she went." So I called her and I said, "You got to come over here because they're stopping the wagon." And I was going to take everybody and go see the Clydesdales yesterday, but they were, what time were they at? They were like at 5 o'clock, 4 to 5, and I was on the live with Gail at 6. So they were 4 to 6. It wasn't going to work. But anyway, so when they stopped, they started back up again just about the time that she came over, and I couldn't get them to say to them, to single, to them, just wait a minute. So they started moving ahead. Boy, them horses can move fast when you're sore. That's for sure. And so they moved ahead, and I had to sit there and say to them, Chris, I had to sit there, and we were walking, and I was walking with my walker, and unfortunately that nerve just is not going away peacefully. And so I'm trying to walk, and we finally got to the position where they stopped again, and just about the time I had to say to them, "It's going to be your birthday next week. Can she stand by and get a picture with the horses?" And they said yes. So she got a picture, but she really wanted to pet them, I'm telling you. And then we got into the draft barn. And if you haven't seen that part of the video, they're beautiful draft horses. There's actually one draft in there, and I made a point of saying it when I was telling the story about Christina on that big draft horse. It was Maximus. And I said, he was a huge horse. And if you look at the video of us in the draft barn, you'll see this beautiful brown draft horse. And I will tell you, I said to everybody, that's the size of the horse. Christina went on after she fell off the one horse. They put her on that huge draft horse, and she just did not have the strength. You know, maybe it wasn't as big, but it was. It reminded me very similar to the size. And I said that's why she just couldn't. She didn't have the muscle strength to control it. So I am sore. And so I've just got to take it easy. We got church tomorrow. Christina's coming over tomorrow. We're going to go see Downton Abbey on Thursday. Christina's celebrating a birthday party on Friday at her house. So it's been a little bit of a busy thing. I've got to record the video for Fall Fest 25 out here. I'm going to record it out here for Blessings Blessed to Crochet, and then we're going to go to Mount Jesus and record it for Blessings Through Connection. I did put out the video for the commercial for Fall Fest for Blessed to Crochet, and I'm going to put out the video for Blessings Through Connection tomorrow. When Christina leaves, I'll do the voiceover for it. I did some of it out here. It's running out of time. And I really wanted to put some of our backgrounds that we have for Blessings Through Connection on that video. So I have to voice over that, and I don't know if I'll have the patience to do it tonight. So walk 10 miles. Well, hopefully you walked a little bit for me, girl. So you're worn out. The problem is that I can walk. If I'm going to do any length of walking, I have to bring my walker. That's something that's standard now for me, because, and for a while there, we couldn't necessarily figure out how to get Josh's walker and my walker in the car, but now we figured out how to do it. When we had the Honda, we couldn't do it, but with this car, we could. So if I'm going to do any length of walking, my walker has to come with me. That's just hands down, has to happen. And unfortunately, there's a bug flying around because I see the light. Unfortunately, this sciatic nerve has really hit me to the point where walking is just so painful. So we had to park the car. They had a little shuttle for like golf cart shuttles over. They took Josh over, but I had to walk a little bit. And the guy, when I got to the entrance for it, he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm certain." So it is what it is. I just deal with it. But I have to bring my walker with me. Been going for any length of time. It's just too. It's a lot easier because I have that support. But this sciatic nerve has really taken a toll on me that I would like to not have. But I don't think I'm going to have the energy to do the voiceover for the video for Blessings Through Connection for the Fall Fest commercial. But if not, I'll do it tomorrow. When Christina leaves, the rest a little bit, I'll plan to, I'm going to do it tomorrow so that I can get it out to everybody. If I can do it tonight, it all depends. If Mocha's barking, see, when I do voiceovers for those videos, everybody has to be quiet because you can hear a pin drop on those things. So we'll see. I may try to do it and get it up. It would be good if I could get it done tonight. And then Christina's doing her video when she comes tomorrow. And I'm going to try to see if she'll do a quick commercial about it. It needs to be a video. But if I can, I may even do the commercial part for hers on like Monday and just get some images. I think what I'm going to do for her commercial is just go on her channel, because I kind of help her with her channel, and just grab images of her doing her cosplay stuff and then go through and doing Chrissy's cosplay wardrobe, and I'll just do the commercial. She can do the video, but I'll do the commercial. So she's going to record the video for that tomorrow. And if anybody can take that video, the Fall Fest video, the commercial I put out, and hype that, I'd really appreciate it. I think we're like 62,000 hype points on there. I know it'll take a lot for it to even be on the leaderboard, but we can try, right? So any hype points on that is actually going to help. And then when the actual video comes out, I gotta hype my video up for the Fall Fest, right? So it'll be coming out on both. I'll have to do some for Christina's too. It's going to be nice if we can get her channel to a point of growth. But anyway, we're going to be sitting out here probably a fair bit. I want you all to really build those connections. Come in the chat. I'm trying to just get you all to make those connections and help people build their channels a little bit as we're going into the fall part of the fall and the Christmas holiday and the winter time. It's really, really important. And I can't get to 2K without all of you. There's just no way it's going to happen. And I do the best to send out the notifications, and we just got to keep sharing us out. We'll get there one little bit at a time, I promise. But kind of pretty. It's pretty. I don't know what's happened with the light. They had it working. I will have to tell them that the light is out for the fountain. So I'm going to go in. I was going to go on with Alfonso, but I'm just too sore. See, I forgot to take my medicine before I came out here. It was running late, and I thought, nah, I won't go back in the house and grab my medicine, but I'm going to be sorry in the next little bit. I didn't grab it, but I didn't grab it. And yesterday when I was on Gail's live, I don't know what was happening. It was awesome, but I was so dry-mouthed because when we were at the fair, if anybody watches that interview, it was a great interview. The problem is that we were at the fair and there was all the dust from the Clydesdales and they were bringing these animals through and everything because I have never really been at a county fair. So then I went into the stables and all that kind of stuff, and unfortunately, it really messed with I didn't realize I was probably a little dehydrated yesterday, and I was very thirsty, and I'm not thirsty today, but I was probably dehydrated from all the dust and everything. So, and I needed to drink some more water yesterday. I've made up for it today. I was really dry. And I even said to Gail, I said, we were out with the Clydesdales and the county fair and the dust and everything, and I was trying to swallow at times, and it wasn't, it was just, I was just so dry from being out in the heat, and it was hot. I didn't think it was going to be hot, but it was. So anyway, I'm going to go on in. But thank you all for joining us. I just hope that people can realize what we're giving and offering when we have y'all come in and do this. This is an opportunity really for you all to connect with each other in a really special way. And we just hope that you'll come out and crochet with us or come out and just chit chat. You don't have to have your crochet hook. You just have to want to say, I want to come out and chat, right? I'm going to have a good one. I'm going to go in and take care of some self-care for myself, which I think is necessary. So anyway, and I have to go cook clams in the linguine because that's what Christina wants, and I'm going to film it so you guys have it. So it's not that hard to make, but it'll be a lot easier to put it together tonight. Take the bread out we're going to have tomorrow. Got the salad, and then the bread, and then I'll think about it in a second. All we have to do is come home and put the bread in the oven and the green. I bought those little cupcakes. I got her a cake, but I didn't tell her yet that I did. So anyway, so before all the bugs come out, because they're starting to see the light, they're going, oh, we see the light, right? Josh gave me one of these so I put a light on for a little bit so I'm not pitch dark. So anyway, guys, be proud of being yourself. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We'll see on the next one. I will schedule one probably for Monday. I'm probably going to start scheduling them as many days as I can fit in next week. As many days as I can, I'm going to come out here. And we're just going to do this thing pretty consistently while we can, because we're going to run out of good weather and nice weather and weather that I can stand to sit out here. So look for me. I've said to myself, let me focus on my crochet, on stuff for the channel during the day, and then be able to come out here and give my reward of being able to crochet and chat with you. So I'm going to look at the calendar. Definitely won't be Thursday. Probably Monday, and I don't do lives on Mondays very often, but I think I'm going to start for a little bit. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll look at those days. Saturday, and I'll start scheduling them so that you guys know that we'll be live. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Love you all. And let's get those communities growing for the time of year when it's going to be cold and dark and so forth. And we're going to need the extra support and over the holidays so we can build your community. So love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. See you later. And I'll schedule the live for Sunday. Hopefully it'll work. Love y'all.